Hi everyone, Emily here with my mother. I think this is the first video I'm ever doing a makeup on someone else, and of course it has to be my mom. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I would do mature skin, and my mom is under 50. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions or comments, just comment down below. Right, let's get started. Hey, what's up you guys? Emily here. First, I want to thank my mom for being a wonderful model, even though she was moving a lot. And yeah, this makeup look is for mature skin. Anyone can do this, even young adults, but I have to work with mature skin a little bit differently, which I will talk about with you guys right now. So I first started with some witch hazel and a cotton bud. Wipe down any oil or residue just to remove any dirt or oil on the skin that will interrupt a smooth canvas. Then I went in with moisturizer and really worked that into her skin, neck, and chest, and some eye cream. Once that's set, I applied 2 layers of airbrush foundation. And airbrush foundation is really good, especially for mature skin, because mature skin, things can move around a lot if they're oily, or it can settle in lines, whether they're oily or dry. So airbrush is really good. I like it a lot, and it's very undetectable. You barely don't even see it on the skin, and it's like a miracle foundation. So I applied that, and then as you can see here, I was applying bronzer on the perimeter of the face. It was actually a powder foundation, so it added warmth and a little bit of coverage. So my mom's eyes in particular are kind of oily, so I made sure to apply a good, decent setting eye primer that removes discoloration as well, and I also applied that and brought it down to the lower lash line. Now I'm applying a cream eyeshadow. Now I could have gone with the cream eyeshadow alone, but again, her eyes are pretty oily and things will move around quick. So I really wanted to make sure I applied good, waterproof, smudge-proof primers on there before I go in with the shadows. And just making sure I'm working in thin layers. And of course, what I did to the bottom, I also brought it, what I did to the top, I brought it to the bottom. I brought that cream eyeshadow as well to her lower lash line, and of course blending it, making sure it looks nice and diffused. Then I applied a shimmery, slight metallic eyeshadow. Now I know a lot of people say always stick with matte shadows with mature skin. I do believe in that. But it depends on how old you are. The older you get, the more wrinkles and fine lines you have on your lids and folds, the less I recommend you putting metallic eyeshadows, because it will accentuate them. But my mom's lid was pretty smooth, so I was able to make her eyes pop a little bit with a little bit of a shimmer. So I also brought a matte shadow underneath her eyebrows just to brighten it and lift it up a little bit. So this is how I concealed her under eyes. I applied a orange concealer and mixed it in with a little bit of moisturizer so it's not too heavy underneath her eyes, and it's also moisturizing at the same time. And now, as you can see, I went in with the regular concealer to brighten up under the eyes and really pop in photos and also in person. And really working that concealer into the skin, almost blending and buffing it as it was setting. So I loved exactly how her skin looked, and I didn't want to change the colors or anything, so I used a translucent powder, something that has no color to it, and set everything with that underneath her eyes and all over her face. Then I went back to that powder foundation and added more warmth back into her skin. Now I'm applying individual lashes, and I was really excited to put these on her because I was curious to see how it looked. I've never done lashes on my mom before, so They came out gorgeous on her and she loved it. I did shorts all the way through and then mediums from the middle to the outer corner. And here I'm applying a brown eyeshadow. It's like a darker brown eyeshadow to set that cream and also to add more depth. And with mature eyelids, you have to make sure that if they do have a fold, like a hooded eye, to put the darker color on top of that crease so when they open their eyes, you can still see it. Next, I'm filling in my mom's brows. As you can see, her natural hair is really dark, but she dyes it blonde, so I kind of wanted to meet her halfway with that. Make it look nice and natural. She's gonna kill me. Sorry, Mom, but I had to include that in there. You made the face. So she basically said to make her face skinny. I'm contouring her face, which is why she said that. And this is very crucial, especially with like flash photography. This would really make a huge difference in pictures. So she also mentioned her nose. I think she has an adorable nose, but we, thinned it out a little bit. And I just went back into that lower lash line to add more depth. So here I'm actually adding some highlighter. Now I would avoid this if you have a lot of texture and fine lines because it will accentuate it, but the highlighter I'm using is very fine and I just added a little bit of sheen to my mom's cheeks and it actually made her look really healthy. So depending on your skin type, the older you get, I would avoid that. So I also added some blush as well, just on the apples of her cheeks. I applied waterproof mascara with a fan brush to combine her natural lash and the falsies so you don't really see where it ends, where it stops, etc. And I also used that for the bottom lash line. The fan brush makes it really easy to do mascara on very thin lashes, especially for mature people. So I'm adding black eyeshadow on her lash line just to cover up those lashes and for that softer effect. And here I'm applying some lip liner, making her lips a little bit more pouty and just as a guide for the lipstick. Now, my mom loves berry pinky colors, so I wanted to do that for her, and she ended up loving the lip color, and I loved how it looked on her. And just finishing up with some powder, that's the finished look. And quickly, I want to show you guys how it looked in flash photography and in natural lighting. And it's very important that the makeup looks good in all types of settings, whether it's flash, daylight, daytime, or evening. And yeah, that's the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Espérate, niña. Ay, Dios mío, 35 eco.
Hey, Titi, where did you buy this?
Espérate.
Charitín.